avoid the Apple App Store. This is serious. If you are a developer, if you are an iOS developer or app developer, this is a serious suggestion for you. And why? I'm going to share, kind of walk through this blog post. This is a Swedish iOS developer. He was developing Wordle for Swedish version and got rejection after rejections in the App Store. And I personally was also a app developer, and I finished my app. I tried to upload it to App Store. I encountered exactly the same experience as he has. So let's just walk it through and see what happened. If you are the web app developer, you will definitely interested in this video. Before we dive in, if you would like to receive more technology videos analysis like this, don't forget to subscribe. Recently Wordle is a very big topic and a lot of controversy there. And today's video is not about that, about App Store. So you may know there are a lot of copycats. Wordle is just certainly like went viral on App Store, and a lot of copies, clones version of that also showing on App Stores. And this person, who's Swedish, wants to create a Swedish version of Wordle. And I think that's totally legit. Even the UI interfaces looks like other Wordles. I will still think it should be allowed to publish on the App Store because it's a totally different language. And how are they compete with each other? So this is just the first some background knowledge. And so let's just walk it through. So this is Wordle. Okay. Basically, it's a game that you can puzzle words. I never play it, and this is English game, this Swedish version. They are totally different, I would really say, because the vocabularies are totally different. They are two different languages, and the reason of doing this is his reason is even he speaks fluent, perfect English, but still very hard for them to play Wordle in their second languages. I personally also experienced this. It's extremely hard because Wordle, this kind of game, they will contain a lot of low frequencies words. You won't really know if you are not a native speaker. So creating the local version of Wordle is very important, right? So he kind of working on this for a week, like crazily, day and night, and finish and submit it to the App Store. And what happened was he got rejection after rejection. So first thing Apple says, oh, your metadata contains some Wordle word, so you need to remove those. And he did. He removed Wordle from the app keywords and also redid the design, make it look different. So now it looks super different. I was really say, would you say this UI are the same? Definitely not. And also he built in-game and the reward currency system that's also probably different from the Wordle, New York Times Wordle. And did a lot of modification, right? And that he even decided to drop the English dictionary and the translation, so this make the vocabulary more different. Then App Store review still says, oh, your work contains resemble Wordle. So he just every time he submitted, he got the same review like this. And I want to share my previous experience. I also make an app, and this app is completely new app. It's not similar to other apps at all. It's just my own creation. And I submitted. I also got a very similar review. It's not about copy. It's about saying it contains some sensitive metadata words, or could be a scam, which I totally don't understand. It's a free app. My app was a free app, and it's like educational app. And I asked Apple why they keep sending me same emails. It's like canned emails. It's like just like a robot emails. You don't really know what they're talking about, and keep saying the same loop. And every time I complain, they just put it in review mode, and After 2 weeks, send me the same email again and again. And I continue this process for 2 months. And then finally, I got really, really annoyed. I decided to, I actually drew the same conclusion as this person. Don't use Apple Store. Then I developed my app in Enjoy. Then it's just very easy to publish. And I got like over 300 daily active users. So that's my story. Some of my friends say I was crazy because what I should do is continue modifying. I should publish it on App Store. But I told him, after I experienced all this is like the gangster behavior. This is really monopoly. You have no way to communicate with them. So I decided to really just drop it. And this person also appealed, and he got the same thing and send replies. It's like, say nothing. It just posted the guideline to this person. And what can you say? You get no information from that, right? And copycats guidelines reject that without actually saying what's going on. And there are also some double standards problem, right? There are still so many Wordle copies on the App Store. Why they are allowed? And there are even English version, right? It's exactly copycat. And this is crazy. They are allowed. There are at least 160 copy clones version of that are allowed on App Store. You can just see here so many. And this person just won't be allowed to publish. And also, if we look at Apple's own Apple Music and Spotify, aren't they very similar in terms of UI, color designs? I would say they are very, very similar. Why Apple could do that, other developers couldn't. Why? And even you don't allow them to do that. At least give them proper explanation, not just like sending the same thing, the guidelines. That's not helpful. At all. Okay, so this is a Google Translate, Apple Translate. Colors are a bit different, but in terms of design, the user experience, it's the same thing. It's essentially the same thing. So why Apple is allowed to do that? Other people are not. So that's why. And this person also, suggested why Apple Store can do what they do, because they're monopoly. They kind of occupy 60% of the mobile device market in the US. 60%, 60. That's monopoly. And their market share is continually rising. If Microsoft's Internet Explorer was a monopoly, why this Apple iOS is not a monopoly, right? So as a developer, stay away from the App Store. This is really, my conclusion was also this: stay away from the App Store. I am actually an Apple fan, I use iPhone and iPad, but in terms of the app development, it's really, really not friendly at all. It's not friendly at all. This process is broken. The app review process in App Store, iOS, is broken. They seriously need to fix it. And there are some solutions for that, like Trello, Spotify, other apps. They don't build a native app on that. They kind of build a web version on that. Kind of bypass the App Store review process. You could do that, but if you are not a big company, you won't be able to do that. And for sure, if you don't have choice, a lot of people don't have a choice. They have to build App Store. Go ahead. But if you have a choice, don't do that. Okay, so that's the video for today. If you would like to receive more technological review, comments, things like that, don't forget to subscribe. Your subscription really means a lot to me. Other than that, I will see you next time.